Tonight, these three teams compete on Academic Challenge.
From Parma, team number 1.
Normandy.
From Ashland, team number 2.
Ashland.
And from Ashland, team number 3.
Washington.
For the 24th consecutive year, Academic Challenge, brought to you by Ohio Edison. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Don Webster.
Thank you very much, and hi, everybody. Welcome again to Academic Challenge, where teams test their wits against each other and, of course, try their luck with our electronic challenge board. And now, teams, listen carefully as Paul lists tonight's categories.
Thanks, Don. The categories in our first electronic challenge round will be history, literature, math, sports, energy, trivia, Ohio, what's missing, and the right number.
Now listen closely as Paul explains the rules for the opening round.
In this round, each team will have 6 questions, and each correct answer earns 10 points. No penalties in this round.
Thank you, Paul. We're underway now as we go over to Normandy and say hello to Ernie and Brett and Matt. And Brett, you being the captain, just push that button now. We'll find out what the first category will be tonight. And we come up with trivia questions to get us underway. Round number 1. You might expect people in North Carolina to be good at storing supplies because North Carolina's official state mammal is what bushy-tailed animal that stores away acorns?
Squirrel.
Right. A medical saw might be needed for an amputation, but for the process called an auscultation, your doctor would likely use what simple listening device?
Stethoscope.
Right. In art, the phoenix can be used to represent rebirth, but in Chinese painting, a phoenix also symbolizes which compass direction? The same direction named in the song Dixie.
South.
Right. Maybe because they're not supposed to talk back, what word meaning child soldiers has long been used to describe the foot soldiers in an army?
Infantry.
Right. Around 1854, a French immigrant named Louis Pellier introduced to California markets what sort of fruit product that is basically a dried plum?
Prune.
Right. In 1900, a Norwegian named Johan Waller became the first to patent what simple metallic device used to hold together sheets of paper?
Paperclip.
A paper clip is exactly right. Good start, Normandy. 60 points. And we come back now to team number 2 and say hello to Brian and Melissa and Mary. And Melissa, your turn now. Let's find out what Ashland's first category will be. And we come up with sports. And not always as easy as some people like to think. Randy Bush led the American League in pinch hitting last year, batting .433 in pinch hits for what Minnesota team?
Twins.
Right. In 1987, the Stanley Cup was once again won by what Canadian hockey team, whose players include Wayne Gretzky?
Edmonton Oilers.
Right. Not nip and tuck, but pike and tuck are 2 positions in what Olympic sport, one of whose gold medal winners was Greg Louganis?
Diving.
Ohio State's Chris Spielman, honored as 1987's top college lineman, was given what award named for a famous football coach of the Green Bay Packers and Washington Redskins?
Lombardi Award.
Right. The winning horse at the Kentucky Derby is draped with red roses, but white carnations decorate the winning horse of what 3rd event in racing's Triple Crown?
The Preakness.
Nope, the Belmont Stakes. The football team at Stephen Austin State University in Texas has what nickname suggesting workmen such as the legendary Paul Bunyan who cut down trees?
Lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks is right. And you got most of them. Missed 150 points for Ashland after round number 1. And we come over to Washington now from Ashland and say hi to Don and Ben and Eric. And Ben, your turn now. Let's find out what Washington's first category will be today. And we come up with questions about the state of Ohio. Of the 5 states that border Ohio, the one that shares the shortest border is what Wolverine state?
Michigan.
Dayton, Ohio is named for Jonathan Dayton, the youngest delegate to the Constitutional Convention held in Philadelphia in what year?
1789.
Nope, 1787. One of Ohio's many small cities shares what name with a much larger capital city of Peru?
Lima.
Tabloid readers in the 1890s followed the nautical adventures of Ohio's Roy Stoddard as he sailed a small boat across the Atlantic to what islands that gave their name to a breed of pony?
Shetland.
Right. The song Why Did We Ever Leave Ohio was one of the hits from Leonard Bernstein's musical Wonderful Town, which wasn't about Ohio, but about what largest East Coast city?
New York.
Right. It is generally conceded that the first European to set foot in Ohio was what French explorer whose name is French for the room?
LaSalle.
LaSalle is correct. And again, you just missed one. 50 points for Washington after their first game. We'll be back with our very fast lightning round in just a minute, but first of all, teams, remember that at the end of tonight's match, we'll check the ladder on our Super Bowl scoreboard. And remember, too, at the end of the season, the three teams with the top score will join us for an Academic Challenge Super Bowl. So far, the highest point totals have been Parma with 485, Brecksville Broadview Heights 535, and Mentor with 655 points. We'll be back after this for Ohio Edison.
For the electric heat pump, Bernie Kosar.
Being someone who's comfortable, heating things up, cooling them down, and staying tough and reliable under any conditions. I've got to respect my electric heat pump. It's the only system that gives 100% all year long. In winter, the heat pump gives me the comfort of steady warmth, no sudden rushes of hot, dry air. And in summer, the heat pump provides the cool comfort of whole house air conditioning. In fact, we're so sure you'll like the comfort of your electric heat pump, we're backing it with the first ever Pure Comfort Guarantee.
During the first year of operation, if you're not completely satisfied with your electric heat pump's performance and comfort, we'll remove the system and refund the total installation cost.
The electric heat pump.
Hey, Bernie, let's go!
I'm coming. It's the best game in town. Well, almost.
The electric heat pump. Pure comfort.
Before we continue with more questions, let's have a look now at tonight's schools on Academic Challenge. Normandy was recently named one of the top 10 high schools in the state. Academic Challenge advisor Donald Webster, an English teacher, says the 1987 senior class received over $1.5 million in college scholarships. Normandy's vocational offerings include cosmetology, plus medical and dental labs, auto shop, television, and culinary arts. Ashland High School is noted for its state and national award-winning vocational agricultural department and is home to nearly 1,200 students in grades 9 through 12. Math teacher Robert Blake, the Academic Challenge team advisor, says Ashland was instrumental in establishing the newly formed Ohio Heartland Conference Leadership Program, which includes an academic tournament. Ashland's 1987 yearbook was a Buckeye Award and Columbia University Award winner. The Ashland Stage Band annually wins competitions in a 5-state area. Washington High School dates back to the year 1847 and now serves 1,250 students in grades 10 through 12 with a faculty of 85. Washington's Academic Challenge team advisor for the past 12 years is English teacher David Harding. Washington is best known for its outstanding football teams, which have won 22 state championships. That, by the way, is a state record. Washington also points with pride to its 137-year-old drama department, its nationally renowned swing band, and its award-winning choir. Now it is time for the lightning round. So, Paul, the rules, please.
All three teams will compete in a visual free-for-all lasting 1 minute. The first team to ring its bell for each item will be recognized. The right answer gets you 10 points, but we'll take away 10 points for incorrect answers or failure to reply.
Well, I hope this category won't drive you nuts because it's all about nuts or is associated with nuts. See if you can identify the following. Fingers on the buzzers. Let's have a look at number 1. What are we looking for here? Longfellow's village blacksmith stood under this tree. Answer was a chestnut, spreading chestnut tree. Let's have a look at number 2. All right, Normandy.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. All right. Third one now. Nut tree and nickname of Andrew Jackson, Normandy.
Hickory.
Hickory, right. Composer of the Nutcracker.
Tchaikovsky.
All right, let's go back to Ashland.
Tchaikovsky.
Right. Number of legs on a nuthatch.
6.
Washington. Funniest looking bird you've ever seen, right? No, 2. Next one, he wrote, "We's all poor nuts" in his play Anna Christie. Eugene O'Neill. Macadamia nuts are a major crop in this island state. What are we looking for?
Hawaii.
All right, Normandy, Hawaii. Hold the buzzers down now when you know an answer. Next one, Normandy.
Jerry Lewis.
Right. Black scientist. Found many uses for the peanut. Normandy.
Washington Carver.
Right. And that's the end of the round. Remember now, at the end of the season, the top 3 teams will be back to compete in an Academic Challenge Super Bowl. All 3 teams will receive a computer for their school. Computer prizes are provided by Apple Computer Incorporated and Holcomb's Educational Materials, Apple's largest educational dealer in Ohio. See Holcomb's for Apple Special Educator Purchase prices. Today, there are more Apples in schools than any other computer. In addition to their Apple computer, the winner of our Super Bowl program will also receive a special championship trophy. We'll be back in a minute, right after this for Ohio Edison.